Okay, let me remind you who I am. My name is Ron Bannon. My email address is Bannon, that's B as in boy, the at symbol, NNON.US. And if you do reach out to me with your constructive criticism of the document, a way to improve it, I would appreciate that, including you see an error somewhere. Anything that improves the document um, would be great, and I'll certainly give you credit for it. Let's get back to the problem set. So over here, I want to point out, if I were doing the problem, I want to point out the way I would do the problem. And again, I'm not going to say it's always the best technique, but what I would do, and we'll go back to what this section's talking about, I would just simply put this one, whoops, that's an X, put this down, and then give it a shot. What do I mean, trial and error factoring? And let's say I'm going to say 5 and 2. And I find it to be quite easy to do, by the way, if the numbers are small. If the numbers are big, it's just not going to happen. So what do you get over here? I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to say minus minus. And I get some pretty nice answers over here. I get x equals, but before I do that, let me check it. You do get 3x squared, minus 15 minus 2 is minus 17, and you get plus 10. So what's x going to be? 2/3, or x would equal 5. And I have no complaints. I'd look at the key, and I would see 5 or 2/3. And I want to point out that's right in the key. What I'm going to say is over here is that they're doing a different technique now. All right, it's sort of like making a perfect square out of the problem. And that's problematic. I'm not saying it's not. And to do that, let's take a look. Let me erase. No, I'm not going to erase it. I'll keep it there. Let me talk about this problem over here. And it's written in a beautiful form. So I'm going to write this over here for you. So 3x squared minus 17x. I'm going to leave a little space over there, and minus 10. All right? Then I'm really kind of looking to make the square term have a coefficient that's a perfect square, but I do want the middle term to be divisible by 2. So I couldn't use 3, because 3 would not make that middle term to 2. So then I got to go to the next one, and what's the next perfect square would be 36. So let's put this down. I'm going to multiply both sides by 12. And that's going to be 12 times 3. Whoops, a little quick there. 12 times 3 is 36. And then I'm going to do 12. Yeah, if I have to do it, I'll do it later. And this would be minus 120. Now, the question is, what would you have to add on now? And this is like, it's always a tough thing for me to do. And I'm going to say, it looks like I'm just adding on 17 squared to both sides. Again, I want to point up here how easy that was for me to do and how much more work this is. Well, this isn't too bad. This is going to be 6x, and I'll check it, by the way, minus 17 quantity squared. Let me just check it. I hope you realize it's not difficult to check, but you get 6x squared would be 36x squared. You get the plus 17 squared in the end, and then you'd get, minus 2 times 6 times 17x. Looks good. All right? Here comes my trouble. I got to do this over here, which, I got to do 17 squared now. That's going to be 170. I get 49. Again, 10 times 17 is 170. 7 times 7 is 49. And 7 times 10 is 70. That's 289. And 289 minus 120, so much more arithmetic, is going to be 169. All right? Then what do? I use the square root rule, and what do you get? 6x minus 17 equals plus or minus, well, the square root of 169. As expected, it's going to be simple. It's 13. And what do you get now? 6x equals 17 plus or minus 13. X is going to be equal to 17 plus or minus 13 over 6. And I have to do the arithmetic now. And that's going to be x equals, well, let's see, 17 plus 13, that's going to be 30. And 30 divided by 6 is 5. Or, what's the other one going to be? It's going to be 17 minus 13, which is 4. and 4/6 is 2/3. Are we getting the same answer? Of course we are. All right. I like my method better, though. I really do. I shouldn't say my method. The method of what's called zero product rule. However, it can't hurt to learn something new, and you want to start to concentrate on maybe new and different things to do. All right. All right. Thank you.